Welcome back for part 4 of the As Sweet as Blanket crochet along. I have switched to color C to begin this round, and I switched that on my last slip stitch at the end of the previous round. So starting in with round 20, using color C if you're changing colors. So we'll chain 3 to start, which counts as a double crochet. And we'll make 3 double crochet in this same stitch. 1, 2, and 3 double crochet in the same stitch as our chain 3. We'll skip 2 stitches, and we're going to make back post half double crochet around each of the next 35 stitches. So 1, 2, 3 back post half double crochet, and you can continue to work the next stitches, and so we have a total of 35, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so you should have worked 35 back post half double crochet. We'll skip the next 2 stitches, and then working into the next stitch we will place 7 double crochet. So we're moving that peak, or the top of the petal part, to a new location again for part 4. 5, 6, and 7 double crochet. So we'll repeat that around, starting with the skip 2 stitches and back post half around the next 35. So when you have finished your 5th repeat, you will continue on skipping the 2 stitches and working another set of 35 back post half double crochet, which should bring you close to our starting point. We will skip those last 2 stitches and then place 3 more double crochet at the base of that starting chain 3 to finish off that center peak of our new petals, and then join to the top of our chain 3 with a slip stitch to end this round. There'll be a total of 252 stitches. Continuing on with round 21, we will make that back post slip stitch around that chain 3 to bring our yarn to the back, chain 2, which counts as our first back post double crochet. We'll make another back post double crochet around that same stitch, back post double in the next 2, 1 and 2, and then 2 back post double crochet around that last stitch in that first group of 7. So 2 back post double crochet around the same stitch. Then to start our repeat, we will skip these first 2 back post half double crochet, and then starting around that 3rd back post half, we will make 31 back post half double crochet. So I'll let you go ahead and work those 31 back post half. So when you finished the 31 back post half double crochet, we will skip those last 2 back post stitches before the group of 7. We'll make 2 back post double crochet around that first stitch. Oops. There we go. 1 and 2 back post double crochet around the first double crochet of the group of 7. Back post double around each of the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. And then this next stitch should be the 4th or the middle stitch of that group of 7. We'll place 3 back post double crochet around there. 1, 2, and 3. Back post double around the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and 2 back post double around that last stitch of the group of 7 double crochet. So 1 back post double and the 2 back post double. So 2 back post around the first stitch, back post in the next 2, 3 back post double around the middle double crochet, back post around 2, and 2 back post double around the last back post double. And that's our repeat. So we're ready to skip 2 stitches again, and then back post half double crochet around the next 31, skip the last 2 stitches, and work these sets of back post double. So you can go ahead and work that around for 5 total repeats, and you can begin the 6th repeat as well, and I'll meet you just at the end of this round. So when you've completed your 5th repeat, you will skip the 2 stitches and work those 31 back post half double crochet, which will take us just before our starting place. So we'll skip the last 2 back post stitches, work 2 back post double crochet around that first double crochet. So that's 1 back post double and 2 back post double. Then we'll back post double around each of the next 2 stitches. And then we want to place 1 more back post double around that center stitch where we have our starting chain and back post double. Then we can go ahead and join to the top of the chain 2 to finish off this round. 252 stitches. Round 22, starting with that back post slip stitch again around the chain from last round, chain 2 to count as our first back post double. Back post double around the next stitch, and 2 back post double around the next stitch. 1 and 2. Then we'll place a back post double around each of the next 2 stitches, and 2 back post double around that last stitch. Oops. Then we're ready to start our repeated section. We'll skip those first 2 stitches, and we'll make a back post half double crochet around each of the next 27 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 26, and 27 back post half double crochet. We'll skip those next 2 stitches and then work 2 back post double around that first stitch. 1 and 2. Then we'll back post double around each of the next 2 stitches. And 2 back post double around the next. And then we'll back post double around each of those 3 back post double that were made around that center stitch. So we'll place 1 back post double around each of the next 3. 2 and 3. And then 2 back post double around that next stitch. 1 and 2. Back post double around each of the next 2. And that should bring us to the last back post double, and we'll place 2 back post double around there. And then ready to begin our repeat again. So 27 back post half double crochet, skipping 2 stitches on either end, and then working that set of back post double around the petal part. So you can go ahead and work your way around. I'll meet you at the end of this round again. Once you've worked around your 5th repeat, you will skip the 2 stitches, work the 27 back post half double crochet. We'll skip those last 2 stitches, place 2 back post double around the first of the back post double in the petal. Back post double around each of the next 2. And 2 back post double around that next stitch. And there should be 1 stitch left before our starting chain, so we will back post double around that final stitch, join to the top of the starting chain to finish off this round. Again, it'll be 252 stitches. Round 23, back post slip stitch around that same center stitch or the starting chain of last round, chain 2 to count as our first back post double. 2 back post double around the next stitch. Back post double around each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 2 back post double around that last back post double crochet. Then ready to start our repeat, skipping those first 2 stitches again, working back post half double crochet around each of the next 23 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 22, and 23 back post half double crochet. Then we'll skip those last 2 back post half double crochet, 2 back post double around the first of those back post doubles of the petal. 1 and 2. Then we'll work a back post double around each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, and 5. Two back post double around the next stitch, and back post double around the next, which should be the middle or the center stitch of this petal. So we'll make a back post double around it. Then working down the next side, we will do the 2 back post double around the next stitch, back post double around 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back post double, and 1 stitch left on the petal. We'll work the 2 back post double crochet around it. Then we're ready to start that repeat again, skipping 2 stitches, working the 23 back post half double crochet, and so on all the way around. After the 5th repeat, you can work the 23 back post half double crochet, and then I'll meet you on our last petal to finish off this round. So after your 5th repeat and the next 23 back post half double crochet, you will make 2 back post double around that first back post double in 5, 2 back post double around that last stitch before where we started this round. Slip stitch to the top of the chain 2 to complete this round. 252 stitches. Round 24, we'll start with that back post slip stitch again. Chain 2, back post double around each of the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. 2 back post double around the next stitch. Back post double around each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back post double crochet. 2 back post double around that last stitch. Ready to start our repeat, skipping those first 2 back post half, we will back post half double crochet around the next 19. 3 back post half double crochet, 17, 18, and 19 back post half double crochet. Skip the last 2 of the back post half double crochet and work 2 back post double around that first stitch of the petal. So 1 and 2 back post double crochet, back post double around each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back post double, 2 back post double around that next stitch, back post double around the next 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 2 back post double around the next stitch, back post double around the next 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which should bring us to our final stitch of the petals. We'll make 2 back post double around that back post double, 1 and 2. Then we're ready for a repeat again, where we skip 2 stitches, back post half on the next 19, and so on. So you go ahead and work your way around. After the 5th repeat, work those 19 back post half double crochet, and I'll meet you at that point. Skip the last 2 of the back post half double crochet and work 2 back post double around that first stitch of the petal. So 1 and 2 back post double crochet, back post double around each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back post double, 2 back post double around that next stitch, round 25, we'll start with that back post slip stitch to bring our yarn to the back, chain 2 to count as the first back post double. Then we'll back post double around each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 back post double around the next stitch, and then back post double around each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back post double crochet, which should bring us to the last stitch of that petal, 2 back post double around it. Then we're ready to begin our repeat, so we'll skip those first 2 back post half and we'll work back post half double crochet around 15 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 14, and 15 back post half double crochet. Skip those last 2 half doubles, make 2 back post double around the first stitch of the petal. 1 and 2 back post double crochet around each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 back post double around the next stitch, then back post double around each of the next 9 stitches. 1, 2, 8, and 9 back post double crochet. 2 back post double around the next stitch, back post double around the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which brings us to the final stitch of that petal and of a repeat, which is 2 back post double around that last stitch. So you can go ahead and work that repeat for a total of 5 times, starting with the skip 2, back post half around 15, and so on. After your 5th repeat, you can work the next set of 15 back post half double crochet, and I will meet you at the end of this round. So after your 5th repeat, you will work the next 15 back post half double crochet, skipping those last 2 stitches, ready for the 2 double crochet or 2 back post double crochet on that first stitch of the petal, back post double crochet around the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 back post double around the next stitch, which should leave us with 4 stitches left, and we'll back post double around each of those 4 stitches. 3, go ahead and join to the top of the starting chain 2 for 252 stitches of this round. Round 26, we will chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and place another double crochet in that same stitch where we joined last round. Double crochet in each of the next 12. 1, 2, 3, 11, and 12 double crochet. We should have 1 stitch left of that petal. We're going to place 2 double crochet in that stitch. Double crochet in each of the next 15 back post half double crochets. So double crochet in 15. 2, 3, 14, and 15 double crochet. And then 2 double crochet in that next stitch, which should be the first back post double. Double crochet in the next 12. 1, 2, 11, and 12 double crochet. Then we want to place 3 double crochet in this next stitch, so that should be the center or the middle stitch of the petal. 1, 2, and 3 double crochet in there. Then coming down the next side, we will work those 12 double crochet. 1, 2, 11, and 12 double crochet, which should be this. Oops, I'll try that one again. There we go, 12 double crochet. And then there should be 1 stitch left of the petal, that last back post double, 2 double crochet in there to start our repeat again. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around, and again I will meet you just before the end of this round. So when you've worked the 5th repeat, you will work those 2 double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the 15, 2 double crochet in the next, and then double crochet in those last 12 stitches to meet where we started this round. And we want to place 1 more double crochet in the same stitch as our starting chain 3 to finish this round. We'll go ahead and slip stitch to the starting chain 3. The next round we will go back to using color A, so if you wish to change color there, you can make this final slip stitch with the new color. And that finishes round 26. We should have 276 stitches on this round. Round 27, using color A, we will back post a slip stitch around that starting stitch, chain 2, which counts as a back post half double crochet, and then we'll back post half double crochet around each of the next 20 stitches. So that's 2, 3, so that's 20 back post half double crochet. Then starting our repeated section, we will skip the next 2 stitches and 7 double crochet into this next stitch to make the start of our new petal. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. we'll skip the next 2 double crochet, back post half double crochet around the next 41 stitches. So back post half around 41, skip 2, make the 7 double crochet and skip 2. And that 7 double crochet should line up with the peak from previous rounds. So you can go ahead and work that around, and I'll meet you just before the end of this round. When you have worked your way around and finished the last repeat with those 7 double crochet, you will skip the next 2 stitches and work 20 more back post half double crochet, which should take us to our starting chain 2, where we can join with a slip stitch to finish this round. There'll be 288 stitches. Round 28, back post slip stitch around that starting chain. Chain 2, which counts as a back post half double crochet in the next 16 stitches. 1, 2, 17 and 18 back post half double crochet. Skip 2 stitches, we'll work 2 back post double crochet around that first double of the petal. So that's 1 and 2 back post double crochet. Back post double around the next 2 stitches, and 3 back post double around that center stitch of the petal. So that's 2 and 3 back post double around that same middle stitch, back post double around the next 2, and 2 back post double around that last stitch of the petal. Then we will skip 2 stitches and back post half double crochet around the next 37. So 37 back post half double crochet, and then working those back post double sequence around the petal. So you can go ahead and work that around, and I will meet you after the last petal to finish off the round. When you finished your 5th repeat, you will work the peak again with those 2 back post double, back post around 2, 3 back post double, back post around 2, and 2 back post double around the last one. Skipping 2, and then you'll work 18 back post half double crochet, which should take us to where we have left off. I've worked 17, there's my 18th back post half double crochet, ready to join to our starting chain to finish round 28. There should be 288 stitches again. Round 29 begins with that back post slip stitch again, and chain 2 to start. Back post half double crochet around the next 16 stitches. (15) and 16 back post half double crochet. Then we'll skip those next 2 stitches, ready to work around the petal. So this is the start of our repeat with these skipped 2 stitches, 2 back post double around that first back post double, 1 and 2. Back post double around each of the next 2, 1 and 2, 2 back post double around the next stitch. Then we will back post double around each of the next 3, which should be those 3 back post double in the same stitch from last round. So back post around the next 3, 2 back post double around the next stitch, 1 and 2, back post double around the next 2 stitches, and then 2 back post double around that last back post double, 1 and 2. Then we will skip 2 stitches, back post half double crochet around the next 33, and continue that repeat around, and I'll meet you again just before the end. When you have worked the 5th repeat, the end of those back post 33, you'll skip the last 2 stitches and work the set of back post double crochet around the petal peak. Then you'll also skip the next 2 stitches and then back post half double crochet in each of the next 16 double crochet, which should take you to where we started. I have one more back post half to do here for my 16. And then we'll just join to the top of our starting chain 2 to end round 29, 288 stitches. Round 30 starts with that back post slip stitch around that starting chain 2. And chain 2 to start. We'll make a back post half double crochet around each of the next 14 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 13 and 14 back post half double crochet. Then we're starting our repeat here by skipping these last 2 stitches. We'll work 2 back post double crochet around the first of the back post double from last round. So that's 1 and 2 around that first back post double crochet. Back post double crochet around each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 back post double around this next stitch. Back post double around the next stitch, which should be the middle stitch of that petal. 2 back post double around the next stitch. Back post double around each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 2 back post double around that last stitch. Then we'll skip those first 2 back post half double crochet and back post half around each of the next 29 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and so on for 29 back post half. And then you'll just make those repeats again, working those back post double in that sequence around the petal peak, and the 29 back post half double crochet, skipping 2 on either side of those back post half. So go ahead and work that 5 times. You can start the 6th repeat of this peak, and then I'll meet you for the last few stitches. So when you've come around and you've finished your 5th repeat, you'll work the set of back post double for the 6th time around that 6th petal, skip 2, and then you will back post half double crochet around each of the next 14 to finish off this round, joining with a slip stitch to our starting chain 2 to finish 288 stitches. Round 31, we start with that back post slip stitch again, chain 2. Then we will back post half double crochet in each of the next 12 stitches. That's 2, 3, 4, 11, and 12. We'll skip those last 2 stitches before the petal, work those 2 back post double crochet around that first of the back post doubles, 1 and 2 back post double crochet, and then we'll back post double around the next 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll do that 2 more times, the 2 back post double around the next stitch, back post double around each of the next 5, four, and 5, and 1 more set, back post double 2 times around this next stitch, 1 and 2, back post double around the next 5, and 5. Then to finish off the set around this petal, we will do 2 back post double crochet around this last stitch in this group. And skipping the next 2 stitches, we will back post half double crochet around each of the next 25 stitches. 2, 3, and so on for 25 back post half. So again, go ahead and complete that around, working the 6th petal as well, and then I'll join you for those last few back post half double crochet. When you've worked the stitches around that 6th petal, you will skip 2 stitches and work back post half double crochet around the last 12 stitches before joining to our starting chain 2 to finish off this round, 288 stitches again. Round 32, start with that back post slip stitch and chain 2 again. Then we will make a back post half double crochet around each of these first 10 stitches. 1, 2, 9, and 10 back post half double crochet. Then starting our repeat, we'll skip those 2 stitches and work 2 back post double crochet around that first back post double from the previous round. So 1 and 2 back post double crochet. We'll back post double around the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 2 back post double around the next stitch, and then back post double around each of the next 9 stitches. 1, 2, 8 and 9 back post double, 2 back post double around the next stitch, back post double around each of the next 5 stitches, four and 5, and then we'll end this set with 2 back post double crochet, 1 and 2. Then we'll skip the next 2 stitches and we'll work back post half double crochet around 21 stitches. So that's 4. You'll work a total of 21 back post half double crochet, skip the last 2 stitches, and then work the sets of back post double crochet as I showed. So you can go ahead and working around there. I will show you the last few back post half double crochet. So when you've worked the last repeat and then worked those back post double crochet around the 6th petal, you will skip 2 and back post half double crochet in the last 10 stitches before joining with the slip stitch to our starting chain 2 to finish off round 32. And again, there's 288 stitches in this round. Round 33, we'll start with that back post slip stitch and chain 2 to count as a back post half double crochet. And then we will work back post half double crochet around each of the next 8 stitches. 2, 3, 8 back post half double crochet stitches. Then to start the repeat for this round, we will skip those next 2 stitches, 2 back post double crochet around the next stitch, 1 and 2. Back post double around the next 9 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We'll work 2 back post doubles around the next stitch, and then back post double around the next 5. Two back post double around the next stitch, and then back post double down the next side around the next 9 stitches. 1 and 2. Eight and 9, which should leave us with only 1 back post double left, and we'll make those 2 back post double around that final back post double of this set. So 2 back post double around that last stitch. We'll skip 2 stitches and work 17 back post half double crochet. Okay, so that's our repeat. Those sets of back post double around the petal, skipping 2 back post 17 and skipping 2. So you can go ahead and work that around. You can work the 6th petal as well. I'll meet you just for those last few stitches. So after the 6th petal is finished, you will skip those first 2 stitches and back post half double crochet around the last 8 stitches before joining to the top of the chain 2 to finish this round with 288 stitches. Round 34, the final round of part 4, we will start with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then we'll double crochet in each of these first 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. And then we start our repeat for this round. So in that first back post double crochet of the petal, we will place 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Double crochet in the next 13. And 13 double crochet, 2 double crochet in the next, 1 double crochet in the next, and that should be the middle or the center stitch of the petal. 2 double crochet in the next then, followed by a double crochet in each of the next 13. And 13 double crochet, and then we'll place 2 double crochet in that last back post double. And then we'll finish the repeat with a double crochet in each of the 17 back post half double crochet from last round. So that's 4, you'll work a total of 17, and you'll continue that repeat around, placing 2 double crochet in the first and last of those back post doubles, working 13, 2 double crochet in one, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet in the next, 13, and so on. So continue that repeat all the way around, and I'll meet you just at the end of this round. So when you have worked your way around and finished the sets of double crochet on the top of the petal part, you will work in those last 8 back post halves. So you'll double crochet in the last 8 stitches before joining to our starting chain 3 to finish round 34 and part 4. You'll have 312 stitches on this round.